Genesis 12, verse 1, the Lord had said to Abram, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you." God calls Abram to leave his homeland and journey to an unknown land. Genesis 12, verse 2, "I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing." God promises to make Abram's descendants into a great nation. Genesis 12, verse 3, "I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you I will curse, and all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." God's covenant includes blessings for all nations through Abram. Genesis 12, verse 4, "So Abram went, as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him." Abram obeys God's command and sets out for Canaan with his family. Genesis 12, verse 5, Abram took his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, all the possessions they had accumulated. The journey to the land of Canaan begins. Genesis 12, verse 6, Abram traveled to the land as far as the site of the great tree of Moreh at Shechem. Abram explores the land that God has promised his descendants. Genesis 12, verse 7, the Lord appeared to Abram and said, "To your offspring I will give this land." God reaffirms his promise to give the land to Abram's descendants. Genesis 12, verse 8, from there he went on toward the hills east of Bethel, and he built an altar to the Lord. Abram worships God by building an altar. Genesis 12, verse 9, then Abram set out and continued toward the Negev. Abram continues his journey southward. Genesis 12, verse 10, now there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down to Egypt to live there for a while. Due to a severe famine, Abram temporarily moves to Egypt. Genesis 12, verse 11, as he was about to enter Egypt, he said to his wife Sarai, "I know what a beautiful woman you are." Abram fears for his life because of Sarai's beauty. Genesis 12, verse 12, when the Egyptians see you, they will say, "This is his wife." Then they will kill me but let you live. Abram anticipates danger due to Sarai's beauty. Genesis 12, verse 13, say you are my sister, so that I will be treated well for your sake. Abram plans to protect himself by instructing Sarai to lie. Genesis 12, verse 14, when Abram came to Egypt, the Egyptians saw that Sarai was a very beautiful woman. Sarai's beauty attracts attention in Egypt. Genesis 12, verse 15, and when Pharaoh's officials saw her, they praised her to Pharaoh, and she was taken into his palace. Sarai is taken to Pharaoh's palace. Genesis 12, verse 16, he treated Abram well for her sake, and Abram acquired sheep, cattle, male and female donkeys. Abram prospers in Egypt. Genesis 12, verse 17, but the Lord inflicted serious diseases on Pharaoh and his household because of Abram's wife Sarai. God intervenes to protect Sarai. Genesis 12, verse 18, so Pharaoh summoned Abram. "What have you done to me?" He said. Pharaoh confronts Abram after discovering the truth about Sarai. Genesis 12, verse 19, why did you say, "She is my sister," so that I took her to be my wife? Now then, here is your wife. Take her and go. Pharaoh orders Abram to leave Egypt. Genesis 12, verse 20, then Pharaoh gave orders about Abram to his men, and they sent him on his way, with his wife and everything he had. Abram leaves Egypt with his family and newfound wealth.